Hi, I'm Dr. Liz Lipski, Director of Doctoral Studies at Hawthorne University and the author of Digestive Wellness. Today's topic is nutrition for people who've had kidney transplants. And I ought to know because I have polycystic kidney disease. And about 2.5 years ago, my sister gave me one of her kidneys. Really good sister, I gotta say. And she was one of many people who lined up to give me one of their kidneys, which was really quite an honor for me. One of the things that happened with me is that polycystic kidneys is a genetic illness, and many people live long, happy lives with their kidneys slowly deteriorating. But about half of people with polycystic kidney disease find that their kidneys actually stop working, and they either need to go on dialysis or have a transplant. My recommendation is if you know your kidneys are failing, don't wait. Try to find somebody who can match your kidney so that you don't have to wait till you go on dialysis. Why wait until you're really sick before you get a transplant? In my case, as soon as my creatinine levels were lower than 20%, as soon as my kidney function was less than 20%, I went immediately to my kidney doctor, my nephrologist, and said, okay, let's gear up for this. And one of the first things I was told when I got to the hospital to have my kidney transplant was, so you know that this means you'll never be able to take nutritional supplements again. And I kind of laughed and said, you don't know who I am. I'm a nutritionist. I work with supplements all the time. And their logic was that we don't have much research. And one of the things that happens when people have an organ transplant is they get put on immunosuppressive medications so that they don't reject their new transplant organ. And what happens is that unlike most people that I work with, where I'm trying to figure out ways to enhance their immune function and get their immune system running better so that it can protect them better, in cases of people who have transplants like me, you're always trying to figure out what can you do so that you don't rev up somebody's immune system so much that you end up negating what the medications are doing. So there's some very important pieces of how we can stay healthy and also have received a kidney transplant or other organ transplant. One of the first and most important pieces of this is eating really good and healthy foods. The average person eats over half of their foods every day as nutritionally deplete foods: sugar, hydrogenated oils, foods that come in packages that have been stripped of most of their vitamins and minerals and enzymes and phytonutrients, highly processed foods, bad fats, and alcohol, and salt and food additives. Do you know that the average person eats about 14 pounds of food additives every year? That can't be really good for you. So trying to clean up your diet, make sure that you're eating lots of fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, beans, whole grains, and to try to cook as often as possible from scratch at home. It really doesn't take that much time, and I'm sure we'll do another video cast on that at another point. Also, exercise is really important for those of us who've had transplants. Exercise is not optional, and it's important to do what we can and still feel good. So whether it's just taking a walk back and forth to the mailbox one day and then the next day walking 10 feet further, it's really important to try to get some exercise. So at least 3 to 5 times a week, make sure that you get some aerobic conditioning, and also a couple times a week do something that works on strength training, even if it's as simple as holding up those cans. Oh, there is a good use for all that canned food. Use them as weights. The other thing that's important is to get rest, making sure that you're getting enough sleep every night. I personally know that I run best and have great energy if I can just get 8 hours of sleep every night. So I make sure that I get in bed at least 9 hours before I need to go to wake up the next morning, because I like to read for 45 minutes to an hour before I go to bed. In terms of nutritional supplements, here are things that I found that work really well for me. Those of us who have kidney disease, very important to check your vitamin D levels, because as kidney function fails, our ability to make vitamin D in our body also fails. What you're looking for is a vitamin D level of 25 OH vitamin D of at least 45 to 50, and then you know that you have pretty much near optimal levels of vitamin D. If not, start taking a vitamin D supplement anywhere from 2 to 5 to 10,000 units daily until you can bring your levels up to where you want them to be. Also, I found that taking vitamin C is very protective and helps prevent me from getting colds and flu without boosting my immune system more than I really want it boosted. The research on vitamin C suggests that 500 milligrams is completely fine. What I can tell you is that for years I've been taking at least 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C every day, and it hasn't affected my drugs or my immune system at all in a negative way. It's only enhanced my immune function overall so that when I'm around people who are ill, I don't get ill. Also, coenzyme Q10 is really important nutrient for metabolism. It helps us have more energy. And so you may find that taking 100 milligrams of coenzyme Q10 dramatically helps with your energy levels. I also recommend strongly taking a good quality probiotic supplement. Probiotics are beneficial bacteria that are found in things like yogurt and kefir and fermented vegetables like sauerkraut and kimchi. And they're really important for our overall immune health and our gut health and bowel health. So many people who have transplants end up with chronic diarrhea and really have a lot of digestive issues from the medications. Taking a probiotic every single day can really prevent a lot of that. I've met many people who've had transplants and worked with people who have chronic diarrhea. And for those people, I use a very specific probiotic supplement called Florastore. There's 50 years of research from the company who makes it, which is a French pharmaceutical company, and all of the research is on the use of this particular probiotic, Saccharomyces boulardii, and diarrhea, and I found it to be very effective at helping normalize. In fact, after I had my kidney transplant, I was having diarrhea even though I was taking probiotics, and started taking some Florastore, and within 24 hours my diarrhea had stopped. And I found this to be very useful not only for me but for many of my clients. The other supplement that I strongly recommend is taking a good quality multivitamin with minerals. It'll provide antioxidants and all the base nutrients you need for a good base for your foundational health. Fish oil has also been studied to be very important for people with kidney disease and to be very helpful. So every day I take between 1 and 2 grams of fish oil, and found that, again, it helps boost my immune system and keep me healthy and strong without boosting or changing my ability to utilize the drugs. Also, I found that digestive enzymes, again, really help my digestive system. Sometimes I also take red supplements or green supplements, which are either powdered green vegetables or powdered red fruits and vegetables that also help boost my health without changing the way that my drugs works. All in all, in 2.5 years, I think I've had about 2 colds. I've been around people who are ill a lot. I know that we're all advised not to be around people who are ill. But with my work, I fly on airplanes quite a lot. I'm at meetings with hundreds of people. I'm exposed to so many people, and I think I'm doing really well. So if you're interested in getting more information, I suggest that you schedule a consultation with me or that you go on my website and look, because we have many of these products, and my assistant can also help direct what might be best for you. Until then, I hope that you're living well with your transplant and not scared of it. People live long, healthy lives after transplant. Maybe they can even grow up one day to be president. And with that, I wish you well. Until next time, this has been Liz Lipski.